Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, my dad's gonna paint.
So go see if that's in focus.
Hi. Yeah, that's in focus. It needs to be up a little.
But look at this though. It has to be on the.
Yeah, it needs to go up a little bit. There.
It is?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So this is my first video. I'm painting what normally is a background canvas preparation for a friend of mine, and as you can see, I already started. The colors that I've already used. Well, first, let me show you my palette. This used to be a whole piece of glass.
That's his palette.
And the colors that I have here are ultramarine blue, phthalo blue, and Prussian blue, titanium white, sap green. What is this other green? This other green right here is Viridian hue. Purple, two different kinds of purple, cadmium yellow. This is I mentioned that online that I was starting to mix my own paints, and let me show you. No, just leave it alone. This is pigment yellow ochre that I mixed with linseed oil. So that's my yellow ochre. I have crimson, alizarin crimson, that I mixed with black for the sides right here. I mixed my Viridian hue. Oh, this isn't Viridian hue. Hold on a second. That's not Viridian hue. Let's see. This is Viridian hue. It's much darker than that. See, that is Viridian hue.
Okay.
So that was not Viridian hue. It was this color, permanent green light. I use Winsor and Newton colors a lot, but my favorite in the tube is Gamblin. Let me show you Gamblin. These are great paints. Here's a tube of Gamblin.
You know how to put it up more.
Oh, tube of Gamblin. These are great paints. And here's the linseed oil that I'm starting to use. Gamblin refined linseed oil.
You can't really see.
Booyah. And these are the two palette knives that I use mostly. Mostly these. Sometimes I use this one. I used to use this one quite a lot when I first started painting, but I don't use this one much anymore. And I use this to clean my palette. Just a putty knife. Oh, and I have some of that orange from that Gamblin tube out here too, but I might not use it. I don't think I will.
Okay.
So that's my palette. And like I said, it used to be a full piece of glass, which was nice until I scraped it a little too hard and busted it. So there's the other piece.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I have another, I guess I have 2 palettes now. But, so yeah, I use palette knives only, which makes cleanup a whole lot easier. All I do is wipe it off. That's it, clean and ready for the next application. But the last painting that I did, well, no, this I shouldn't say the last painting, but a couple paintings ago, I did use a brush for the first time to paint some thin branches of a tree. I'll show you, just hold on a second.
My dad's an awesome painter now.
Yeah, so this painting right here, those branches were done with a brush. I started out with a brush and then I moved on completely to palette knives. That's all I use now.
What I like about it is that the color, and then it goes to a lighter color, like it's a dark color here and then it goes to a light one right there. And that's what I like about the painting.
I think we'll keep this one instead of giving it away.
Yeah, that's a good painting.
Most of the paintings that I've painted so far, I've only been painting for, I started painting with my daughter in February of 2017. And now it's June.
I gave it the concealer. And I'm his daughter.
So anyway, most of the paintings that I've done, I have given away. Some of them we keep. Well, actually a lot of them we keep. Because, because it's nice to... We didn't have any paintings on the walls before we started painting.
And me and my dad have our own little father-daughter wall.
Yeah, we have our own father-daughter wall.
For the paintings.
So, but I've sold a few, and I've traded some paintings also. Okay, so this canvas is gessoed. It's a 12 by 12 canvas, and it's already has white gesso on it. And as you can see, I've already started. So I doled down, not doled down, but I mixed some, let's see, this was the Prussian blue with white to get this color blue right here that I'm going to use right now. And that's going to go right in this spot, right here. Be careful when I like to be careful when I am around yellow and blue, because
it makes green.
Yep, that's right, Sophie.
It makes green. And we don't want that.
So, you gotta be careful right around there. Of course, I always like to have some music in the background when I'm painting. This is the latest Dead and Company tour from Hollywood Bowl. play the guitar, and I have one album out, or I guess we don't call them albums anymore. I'm dating myself. But I have one album out. It's called Cloudy Dancer. And some of my friends said I should do a painting video with my own music in the background. Which, maybe that's what I'll do for my next one.
My dad's a good painter.
You probably couldn't. Well, I don't know. I won't say that I'm a good painter because I'm brand new. I've only been doing it for a few months. February, March, April, May, for 4 months. So I won't claim that I'm good. But I've made some good paintings.
Yeah.
And some people think I'm good, but I'm not trained. I've never taken a painting class, but that's about to change. All that is about to change starting next week.
He's taking art lessons, or painting lessons.
Yeah, I'm going back to school. I'm going back to university.
Isn't it Cal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
going back to, well, I'm not going back to Cal because I never attended Cal before. So this is the first time I'm a Cal Bear. But I'm taking my first art class at Cal next week. See, I just made a mistake right here. I brought that yellow into the blue, but that's easily fixed. Just get a little bit more of that blue and bring it back this way. Watch. There we go.
You just covered it up.
Yeah. So I'm just covering it back up. One of the problems that I run into when I leave, see, I started this painting last night, and I left the paint, because I'm cheap, paint's expensive. I left the paint on the palette, and sometimes what happens is I don't know if you can see this, but there is a little glitch,
I could see that.
you can see it in the camera, where my palette knife is.
A little bit.
So that is a hard piece of stuff. Here, I'll put this knife to it. Look in the camera and see if you can see that. See the dot at the end of the palette knife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dark.
Right, and it's also a hard thing, so it looks like a grain of sand or something in the painting. Oh, take it out. Here's another one right here. And I got that one out too. All right, that takes care of that one. All right.
And he's painting a background from another painting that he did.
Yeah, my buddy just wanted, he likes the backgrounds.
But in the real painting, there's trees and
Yeah,
stuff.
but you know what? Hey, more power to him. And here we go. Now this time we're bordering up blue against yellow. Some paints, I just learned this the other day. So I'm still learning, like obviously, if I've only been painting for a few months, I'm learning, but I'll pass this along. On the tube, now it doesn't say it on the pigments that you mix. You can't find it from the pigments, but on these tubes, right here,
We can't see.
there's a box. See that square?
Not really.
You can't see the square?
It's not very clear.
Okay, let me get it real close. Do you see the square now?
Where?
It's right here.
Oh.
Let me get another palette knife so I can point it out with the tip of this palette knife. That square right there.
Okay.
See it?
Not really, but you could point it out, yeah.
There's
Because the light's shining on it.
All right, let me try another two. Let's see.
Maybe we have to close the curtains or something.
Let me try it like this. My knife is pointing right. No, don't mess with the camera.
Yeah.
You see
can
it?
see it, yep.
All right. See how it's an empty square?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those squares signify the opacity of a paint, or if you can see through it when you put it on the canvas. So if it's an open square, that means you can see through it more.
Do you have one that's not an open square?
Yes, believe it or not, the white is a closed square, and it's kind of weird because you would think that white you would be able to see through it, right? However, white isn't. Look at this one. This is a dark filled in square.
Oh yeah, you could see it. It's the black right.
Exactly. And this is titanium white.
Right. The black.
And that means that you can't see through it. So you put white, if I were to put white up here, it would cover up the yellow. You wouldn't be able to see through it.
That's weird.
Right.
It's like more like you would think that the yellow would cover up the white.
Exactly. Now there are some whites that have open squares on them, but the titanium white doesn't.
So they just learned something.
Yep. So, but it doesn't have it on the pigments. So I don't really know about that just quite yet.
But Dad, didn't you learn that yesterday that you have to have 100 paintings before you sell some?
Oh, that was an article that I was reading, and he is a gallery owner,
Oh.
and that's what he said. He said you should definitely have 100 paintings built up before you start trying to sell your paintings.
I think you have 100 paintings.
Now, to demonstrate that opacity, I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but if you can see, I just went over this very light green with the yellow, and from where I'm sitting, I can see through the yellow and pick up some of the green. So that kind of demonstrates the white or the unfilled square on that yellow.
Hey, Dad.
Now, if that was white, you wouldn't be able to see through the white, or the titanium white anyway. Yes?
After, like, you're done with the background, could we, like, show them, like, the real painting with all the trees and stuff?
No. I gotta bring this yellow up here a little bit and over here a little bit. So. making green. I'm blowing it. I think I'm gonna bring the white in.
Wait, Dad, are you gonna put the yellow on top of the green?
I'm gonna bring the white down. What did what that Bob Ross always used to say?
Happy mistakes.
No, never mistakes, only happy accidents or something.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We never make mistakes, we only have happy accidents. So there was a happy accident that I'm going to fix right now with some white. Titanium white. Because I have white right here. So I'll put a little dabby do ya of white. Bring it down over here.
Dabby do ya.
Little dab will do ya. Yeah. Little dab will do ya.
Why don't you put the paper towels on the floor? Let's see.
Little dab will do ya, just like Brill cream. From back in the day. Alright, let's bring it down. Well, I got a little bit more to do up here. There we go. There we go. See what happens? The white completely covers it up.
Can't see any yellow. I like white. White's a good color.
Although I was watching a video the other day from an expert painter, professional painter, and it was his opinion that only amateurs use white paint on the canvas. That white was simply supposed to be used to mix other colors with.
No, you can mix other colors, like you can mix blue with red.
No, yeah, that's true. But what he was saying is, oh, it's an amateur move to use white on the canvas, pure white, like I'm doing right now.
Not really. And
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I'm an amateur. There's no doubt about that. But I've seen other painters, pros.
like Bob Ross? Has Bob Ross done that?
Well, I don't know. I think he's probably used white before. Alright, I think I can live with it. One super important thing when you are working with palette knives only is to clean the palette knife almost after every stroke. It's not like a brush where you can go dip it into
Water.
no, you can't dip it into water unless you're using acrylics, but where you can dip it into one color, and then if it's of a similar shade or similar value even, then you can go dip it into another color. Like, for example, if you're working in dark colors, like dark brown, and you're painting something dark brown, or dark green, for example. Maybe you're using dark green, and you're painting dark green foliage. Then you could go use the same brush and dip it into dark brown, like Van Dyke brown, like you're painting with sap green. Sap green is a very dark green. And you are painting dark foliage, like say evergreen foliage on a pine tree, or a deep shaded redwood tree. And then you want to go back and paint a dark dark land, or some dark bark, dark wood, or some dark rocks or something. Well, you could just use the same brush and go into the dark brown. What the heck? Instead of going through all that wash, wash, wash. That's what ultimately got me out of using the brushes, because I was lazy. Hate to say it, but that was it. I got so damn tired, so darn tired of wash and wash and wash and wash, and I spent most of my time dipping into that odorless turpentine.
And painting?
The cleaner. And it's not good. Everybody gives me caution about turpentine. So I got tired of it. And I started picking up a palette knife.
Knives are good to use.
Yeah, I like them. Okay, now I need to mix up kind of a sort of grayish type of color. So I'm going to mix into this lavender that I mixed. To make this lavender, I used a lot of white, some of this purple, and I used some of the
Blue?
Prussian blue. No, not Prussian.